listen to Touch Your
Because it's a thing.
All right.
You know what I'm talking about.
Sure.
No idea what you're talking about.
Here's more of The Thing on the Sports Hub.
We interrupt this program for breaking news.
I can't use it.
Newsflash.
Hey, we're Toucher and Hardy. You can watch us on YouTube. Subscribe to 985 The Sports Hub on YouTube. We have good listeners, very good listeners who email. We appreciate it. And they send links to things that I enjoy and could be used for the show. But the process of getting those links to open up is so laborious and unnecessary that it's just fascinating to me.
Well, I think it's smart for the company to make us re-enter a code from a separate email every day if you want to access something from outside the company. Because how often do you get sent something, Fred, to your email that is from a non-fellow employee? I mean, it hardly ever happens.
So you're a listener and you're like, oh, you did this segment. I think I have something that might be which is often the case. And oftentimes we use these things for bits. And then you click on it, and then it will go, oh, no. You need an authentication code or whatever.
Authentication?
Authentication, thank you. I don't know why that tripped me up, but it did. Authentication.
Yes.
Authentication. Authentication.
Well done.
All right, very good. And
now you're putting the emphasis on a strange syllable.
I say you stuck the landing.
I got jazz. I'm like jazz, baby. I'm bebopping around. I scat it. And I'll tell you this, is that it asks for this code, and then it takes forever to get the email with the code on it.
And then you got to get out of your email. You have to go to a separate website.
And then put the code in.
Put the code in, yeah.
And then it lets you look at it. So to open up a link that you send us takes around 5 minutes in total time to open up the link. So, I mean, well done. Because everyone wants into Beasley's coffers. They want to know what's doing with the brains.
Security is important. We have nodules to go through every year to prove that.
I don't mind the nodules because the same people have been doing it for 15 years. I enjoy that they have the same crew of actors.
I like it. You know what? They are entertaining, and my kids seem to like them when they go through the training for me. $2 a session, and
well, now one kid's away at school, so everything falls to the boy, right?
I mean, the trade secrets that flow through our emails is really something. It would be the end of the civilization as we know it if these secrets got out.
I let them build up for months at a time, so when she's home from school, she plows through them for me.
Nice.
I don't mind the modules. I'm usually pretty up to date on them. I like when I see someone from the modules in something else, like real entertainment. Has that ever happened to you?
No.
Like the lazy guy with the robe and the beard?
Well, he's the best character.
Yeah, he's the best.
He's the Kramer.
So I think people in jobs can even. I mean, I remember I used to have to watch these things when I worked at restaurants. Is that you have to watch these training videos, and for us, it's cybersecurity videos, but it's a cast of people. And there is one man who is often cast, if not in every video, in 99% of them, as bad idea guy.
Yeah, he's hapless.
Yeah, and so he's real disheveled. He wears a robe and like a white T-shirt. He's kind of fat. And he's been a delight now. And then they have a real moron. The tall guy with the black hair, he's a real moron.
Yeah.
But he keeps getting dumber progressively every year. Much like Kramer.
Yeah, well, they're kind of in danger of Homer Simpsoning this guy in that, I read a review of The Simpsons once that said, Homer started as a buffoon, but over the seasons, he started to become more like somebody who had suffered like a closed head injury.
Right.
Like he was truly affected in a way that was no longer relatable.
Because if you're this company, you have to keep having this buffoon make mistakes in outrageous fashion. But then I'll be like at the movies or something, and I'll see one of these guys, like in a brief little snippet, and I'll turn to whoever I'm with, on the off chance I'm with someone, and I'll go, "Hey, that's the guy from the module," and they'll go, "I don't know what you're talking about." But I don't have any problem with those modules. I can't deny that. I'm not against it. All right, Hardy, what do we have in the news today?
I believe you're starting. Is this the story about the bird?
It says alcohol.
Yeah. We need.
All right, John,
we need John Wallach's.
All right.
We need John Wallach's input on this.
All right.
A Los Angeles County judge sentenced a man to 45 days in jail and a year of probation for giving booze to a protected bird in our state.
All right. Well, now what are the implications of that, Jonathan?
Death for whoever did it.
No, not
right.
the implications.
Oh, for the bird. I would think flying
what
would
you know
be
about human law.
I would think flying would be a problem for this bird. I think getting off the ground.
You're here for your avian legislation.
All right. Well, I lost my head there
Charlie,
for a second.
you're
Sorry.
bird law.
Sorry.
All right. So why can't? Because you can walk when you're drunk. I mean, you got to be real drunk to be falling down and hurt yourself. I mean, if you have a few cocktails, you can still walk around. Not driving a car. You're not asking these birds to drive. You're just saying fly around, which is what you're naturally.
I would think if the
would
bird
think,
gets
or you would
drunk,
know.
I'm only guessing. I'm only guessing here. But I think flying for a bird while drunk would be the same as trying to drive if you were a human.
That's
Maybe
ridiculous because you can. Flying is what they do. Walking is what humans do. You can walk when you've been drinking, unless you're just completely annihilated.
Well, birds can also walk, so maybe flying to a bird is the equivalent of us, running on a balance beam. It's harder than it looks.
Oh, I don't think so at all. They can travel huge distances in the air.
Well, why
it's harder for them to walk.
Why are you and I arguing it, John?
But if your balance is impaired, Fred, I would think it would really interrupt your ability to fly.
Well, does it or doesn't it?
I say it does.
Well, what
yes.
do you mean you say? Again, you've see.
I'm ruining the bit.
You're not.
I'm sorry. Yes, it does.
Bit.
Based on my knowledge, yes. Absolutely, it impairs your ability to fly.
Can't commit.
Obstinate. Denying birdness. Dumb bird. All right, very good. John, you're of no use here. I would have hoped that you would have at least some knowledge of flying.
Damn it.
I mean, all they do is fly. You would think that if you could have... This, again, isn't driving an automobile.
Maybe part of what birds do.
He's not the best person to ask. He's the one who can't conceive of going on a golf course without a cooler full of nips.
Oh, boy, you've really got him.
I know.
Boys.
Oh, my God. I've thrown him into a tizzy by just politely asking if he would like me to bring a beverage of his choice.
Okay, we were all over the place, but since Hardy brought it up, I'm on John's side in this. We have this golf tournament on Monday that we have someone bid to play with us, and it's gonna be the three of us with the guy that bid to play with us. And John, I thought in a nice fashion, said, "Hey, I'm bringing a cooler. Would you like me to bring Diet Coke for you?" And I said, "Oh yeah, if you're bringing a cooler, that would be nice." I believe that was the extent of the conversation.
Yes, that's it.
And then you went to Hardy, and
Hardy came in because he was absent when we started this. Sat down, and I asked him as well. And what did you say to start? You said a salmon sandwich.
I said I want a salmon salad sandwich.
Which was funny.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
But my main thing is don't bring a cooler to the golf course.
Why not?
Because you don't. You're not going to the beach. There to play golf. Most it's inappropriate. Number one, it's bad etiquette. Most courses don't allow them
because everyone's taking this very seriously.
You just don't bring a cooler to the golf course. You don't walk into a restaurant with a Dunkin' Donuts cup in your hand. They sell beverages at the golf course. You don't bring your own.
Maybe you save a little money and don't.
Yeah, and take it out of the hands of the people operating the golf course.
I walked right into that one, didn't I? That's true. They don't get paid at all.
Maybe they're rolling in dough over at Sassafras Pass, but other courses tend to struggle, and they make a significant amount of money off of their food and beverage sales, so that's how you support them.
And if you want a specific type of drink that they don't have,
then I guess you wait until you get home, bird boy. You can't have your what is it that you're so fond
I'm just
of
doing this
that you can't live without for 5 hours? What is it? What drink are you bringing?
5. We're going to be out there longer than 5.
What do you got? Capri Suns that you're afraid they won't be selling there?
Sure.
Yeah, effing child.
What's wrong with Capri Suns? Very tasty.
But in fairness to Jonathan, when you come for this silent auction, you got to go to the bar to buy soda.
Yeah.
Or even get a water.
It's
not like there's just water pitchers. If you are looking not to dehydrate yourself, I mean, you got to go to the bar and order like a water or a Coke.
Yeah, leave it to me to try and be nice, and the homeboy over here standing on ceremony. Unbelievable.
Well, he does. He looks at golf courses as protected land. It's
I know, and you know what?
This is like a guy, hippie with their favorite tree.
And this is the guy who said, "You know what? 20 minutes ago, I'm going to be positive today, all day, 3 hours."
He thought you were
that lasted 15 minutes.
Well, I thought you were being nice.
Yeah. I was. And I think everyone else out there thought I was too.
I'm asking someone right now about the...
one of your golfing buddies who takes the sport as seriously as you?
Or maybe the guy whose family owns Brookmeadow.
Oh, really?
Just to see what the policy
see what he did there? I know the guy who owns the golf course.
I do. I got him in my phone right now.
What do you have to say about that? No, there's no way he would agree with you. Not a chance.
Well, there's not a chance that he's going to go. He can't bring a cooler now. If he's literally texting the owner of the course.
I like Hardy.
I don't think the owner of the course.
Stay true to yourself, big guy.
Is going to be like, you tell him no.
We'll find out.
I find that very difficult to believe. I think you might word it in a way that says that he's definitively
stop.
saying
There's
no.
not a chance he would do that.
All right. Well, listen.
You are something else.
He loves golf, man.
I know. No kidding.
People that love golf, it really almost becomes like a sacrament, like a sacred ground.
You know what I've done here? I've given him a segment for the Sports Hub Golf Club on Sunday.
Ooh.
That's exactly what I've done.
Have you already taped it?
No.
There it is. That's 20 minutes right there.
Actually, there is a recording taking place later on this morning with Mihal Chamberlain, who is the president of Bank of America for Massachusetts, and they've got this Youth on Course program that's fantastic, but I can squeeze in some room for Wallach's stupid bring a cooler to the golf course topic.
Chris, go ahead.
I think I figured this mystery out. Hardy, what color is Diet Coke?
Brown?
Brown. No surprise you don't want it on the golf course.
Chris, well done. Thank you. You've exposed his blatant racism as an elite golf guy, of course. As a proponent of the Masters, of course, Hardy is very, very racist. That is people. Hardy's not alone. That's like when you leave your hat on it, like the clubhouse or whatever, and someone tells you to take your hat off, and you're like, what the hell's wrong with you? Take your hat off. Get the hell out of here. You don't do that, though.
It depends on the club. If they want you to take your hat off when you go inside, I take my hat off.
No, I take my hat off, too. I don't want to cause trouble. I'm not looking to, like, make a statement. I'm talking about a civilian.
Why don't you tuck your shirt in, then?
I do now. I'm not as fat. I looked ridiculous before, let's be honest. I have stick legs and a big fat belly back in the day.
Strict no cooler policy.
What did he say in words? What was his actual quote?
Took the words right out of my mouth. Give me the exact text back.
Because there's no way he said tell him to go like F off, he can't bring a cooler.
Let's see. What is it?
Tell him to act like he's been to a golf course before.
Yeah. Well, he's listening.
Okay.
Yeah, he's listening.
All right.
Which is kind of flattering.
Craig's a great guy. But it's I'm not out of line.
No, I don't think you're out of line.
No,
I think you're probably right.
I'm not being too precious. It's like number one, like kind of skittish.
I get it. I understand where you're
acting like a rube walking up with your cooler because you can't be without your beverages for a few hours.
I understand where you're coming from.
It's a financial thing, too.
Right. I understand that, and you have a relationship with this course and these people, and they have a cart person that comes around. You notice I said person. Cart person.
Well done. That was very good.
It's entirely female, but yes, a cart person that comes around and sells beverages. And I understand this is taking money out of their pocket in a sense. But when someone says, hey, I'm bringing a cooler, like, would you like me to bring something? It's like just kind of like a throwaway thing, like, sure. But you stepped up in defense of the thing.
I automatically started getting embarrassed. Like, please, I don't want anyone in my foursome to show up with a cooler and stick it in the back basket behind the seats of the cart. No, don't do it.
What is your feeling on nips? I'm not bringing
it. Shove a few nips in your bag. I mean, like, what's the big deal? It's just it's like such an obvious thing you don't do, showing up with a cooler with a handle.
Okay, so what you're saying is if you're going to bring your own beverages, don't be blatant about it. Like keep them in like a. I'm not like be more coy about it. I kind of understand what you're saying. It's like, don't shove it in everyone's face that you're bringing beverages.
Yeah, bring one into the movie theater with you as you throw your trash on the floor and expect other people to pick it up when you're done. I really dislike Wallach.
Oh, my God.
It just came to me all of a sudden.
Hardy's of the mind that you don't leave your trash in the movie theater.
You don't leave your trash in the movie theater. You pick it up and take it with you. That's why they had those huge waste baskets. And for you two slobs, they even wheel another one out like at the bottom of the stairs when you walk out so you can throw it away in case you can't find it because it's tucked away in that little cubby closer to the doors.
Oh, you would hate me because when I eat popcorn, I throw it in my face. I can't eat it right. I throw it in my face and it gets everywhere. Like I've gone to the bathroom before at a movie and then I've like moved my shirt up to pee, because of the.
What do you mean you can't eat it right? You keep missing and sticking it up your nose instead?
No, not up my nose.
He's
but
tossing it
I'm telling
up.
you how outrageous it is. I've moved my shirt up to, because of my massive penis. I've moved my shirt up when I pee and popcorn's fallen out of it because it's all over my body. It's been like caught in the crinkles of my shirt and things like that. It's like a disgrace. Like people are embarrassed to be with me, and I don't do it on purpose. I just apparently drink soda out of the side of my mouth, and I throw because girls, they see everything, and I apparently throw popcorn into my mouth like an idiot. So not only, Hardy, am I not throwing out my trash,
you're making a big mess.
Oh, my area is littered. But the Mulaney joke. It's like, you want me to throw this away? I stick out my hand with my soda in it, and I just go, no, and I drop it on the floor.
That's Seinfeld, I believe.
Well, no, I've heard Mulaney do. Oh, yeah, Mulaney doing the Seinfeld joke. I apologize. Yeah. But, no, I will not pick up my trash. No, that's part of the ticket price.
No, there are lessers among us that's their job to come clean up after me.
I mean, there's a guy making the popcorn. I mean, there's a guy. I mean, I'm not making my own popcorn. I mean, there's people that are paid to do jobs at the movie theater. I'm not running the projector.
I have a whole secondary income stream that I've been working on for about 20 years now.
Buy some watches.
No, it's called DWC Consultants. And what DWC stands for is Dining Waste Consolidation. And what my job is to go in and instruct diners and to help restaurants instruct their diners to consolidate their dining waste to make the job easier for the bus people.
Well done.
You like
nice.
that?
Very good.
And the servers when cleaning up after yourself. And when it comes to fast food, no one does DWC like I do. I fold the foil from the sandwich and I stick it inside the empty fry container. I fold that and I get everything. You could have an entire value meal. When I'm done with it, what's left over you could put in your hip pocket and then go sit down. You wouldn't even know it.
Yeah. I mean, that's
you probably throw stuff all over the table when you're at a restaurant.
I'm constantly eating at fast food restaurants in them.
Any restaurant. They'd say you're at Chili's and you got straw wrappers and napkins.
No,
and other stuff.
I waited tables. I try not to make a huge mess.
Well, why don't you have the same attitude in a movie theater?
F them.
See, that's a good point. F those lowlifes whose job it is to clean up. Yeah,
pretty much.
You're a good person.
Just
you too, Wallach.
Pick it up. Pick up my trash.
I pick up my trash at movie theaters.
Oh my God, you guys!
You said you didn't like a year ago. You were in lockstep with this.
Of course he picks it up. It's how he makes nests and how he feeds. Just like at the beach.
Airplanes, you don't pick up your stuff.
Airplanes.
That's even worse.
No, airplanes you're supposed to.
Yeah, you're supposed to at both.
But they do tell you on the airplane.
I can't help it.
But they have, this is true, on an airplane. I have been on an airplane where they're like, we can't come through the cabin anymore. If you have waste, please just put it in the front pocket of your seat, the seat in front of you. That has happened. And I remember thinking of you when they said it. It was recently, too. It was this year. I was on a flight, and they were like, we're going to have turbulence going in. We're not going to be able to come down the aisle anymore. If you have any trash, please put it in the front pocket of the seat in front of you.
Yeah, for some reason, when they come through with trash bags, if I have something left over from my meal, I'll put it in there. But stuff that I bring in, like a bottle of Coke I bought in.
Meal.
My meal.
What airline are they feeding you on?
Sometimes when I travel, I have traveled to, say, Salt Lake City or Los Angeles separate from the Celtics to call games, or
First class?
No,
They're not feeding you outside of first class.
You don't get a meal. Coach.
A boxed lunch, whatever it is they sell. I will.
Oh, you buy the box lunch.
Yeah.
You want to talk about a rube?
Can't hide money.
Well, no,
that's right.
That's some Diamond says they don't even let you. They're like they don't even try to sell it to
Stop. You don't want to eat that.
Yeah, they're like you're above that. Come on, let's be honest. I have 1 million drink vouchers if you want them.
Okay,
they're
great
silly with drink vouchers.
Great.
All right, very quickly, Adam, go ahead.
Hardy, just wanted to check in. Do you clean up after yourself after Fenway Park, or you let John Henry pick up the mess afterwards?
Do you pick up your trash at Fenway Park? Like if you're at a baseball game, do you pick up the trash?
The only thing I wouldn't pick up is like peanut shells, but everything else I'm picking up. Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel about that, Adam? Is Hardy a good man for doing so?
He's a very good man. Way better than me and you, Fred. Obviously.
Well, no, I don't pick up I'm not running around with trash in my hands. No, thank you.
No, me neither. Have a good day, guys.
Yeah, right. Thank you. I mean, I'm not cleaning my area at Fenway Park. No. I can't imagine that's expected of you either. That I'm supposed to walk around with trash bumping into people. I mean, there's so many things wrong with that.
Your Fenway Park, like foil wrapper, you just crumble that up and throw it on the ground.
Well, I'm never eating a Fenway Frank.
Yeah, that's we've gone over that many times.
So don't worry about that happening.
Yeah. All right, so your lobster poutine boat or whatever it is that you highfalutins eat now at Fenway Park.
That's right. I want to miss 6 innings getting cheese and fries. Yeah, I'm a big fan of standing in line. I will get popcorn and throw it all over myself.
I can't even believe it's the consideration, like the question as to whether or not to take care of your own business and clean up after yourself.
It's like flushing a toilet after duty. No, that's someone else's job. Even in my home, just walk around. There's logs in every toilet. Don't you want to do it yourself?
You all right over there? You okay?
I'm still reeling from you wanting to bring a cooler onto the golf course.
Of course you
that's
are.
Where it all came
Reeling is what you are.
All right, Mike Reiss is going to join us in just a moment to talk about your New England Patriots.
You've been aggravated since we turned the mics on.
I don't know what it is. I don't have time to think about that right now.
Roger and Hardy.
It's ridiculous.
The Sports Hub.
Super excited to play for my childhood team, and yeah.
I want to hear it loud, right between the eyes. Mike Reiss, have you ever seen Kiss?
I have never seen Kiss.
What?
Oh, wow.
All the concerts you've been to, you've never seen Kiss?
Wow. Never seen them. Nope.
I'll tell you, when they got back together and had their makeup on with Ace Frehley and Peter Criss, it was great. Oh, it was great. It was so great. It was just the most perfect concert. Ace was wasted. He was forgetting stuff and sitting down. Oh, it was really funny. All right. Mike Reiss, of course, covers, he's the NFL Nation reporter covering the Patriots at ESPN. And big news, he's been all over ESPN because A.J. Brown is now a Patriot. Were you obviously probably had a pretty good feeling A.J. Brown was coming. Were you at all surprised at what the Patriots gave up to get him?
Well, good morning. First of all, what a great morning. I thought the price was high, Fred. You know, a first-round pick in 2028 and then the fifth-rounder next year. I would say if you were to ask me before the trade what I thought it would have been, I probably would have said the first-rounder, and then maybe they get A.J. Brown and pick coming back to him. So, yeah, I thought it was a little high.
Do you know why it would have been like that? Because it seemed like there wasn't another team really in on it. Like it seemed like the way it was reported that the Patriots might have been bidding against themselves.
Oh, it's a great question, Fred. And I think so. Not another team, as I understand it, but I think what you're doing is bidding against the Eagles, maybe just holding on to him or bluffing that they're holding on to him, or, and this is probably a point that I didn't consider enough, things can change in an instant in the league. So there might been no other team, but let's do a hypothetical. let's say, pick the Chargers as an example. They're at OTAs, and let's just say one of their top receivers blows out his knee in practice yesterday. Well, they could become a team, bidding tomorrow. And so you have to be aware of that the dynamics, I guess, can change in an instant. And so you got to commit to make the deal.
All right. What do you think of A.J. Brown at 29 as a player?
We had talked about it the last time I was on. I think you're getting a difference maker, a top 10 receiver in the NFL.
In wins and losses, you think he's like, what would you put as his win against replacement? Like, what do you think? Do you think that he translates into wins on the field?
I do, Fred. And I have to be honest, I don't really have a computation for my wins.
We'll get with it. Get with it. Make the Reiss index.
This is the question here.
Yeah, the Reiss rankings. Come on.
I love it.
Yeah. You haven't quantified a mathematical formula for wins?
Fred, here's what I quantified. When I watched practice last week and I looked at the receivers, I said to myself, I'm not sure that they have enough to get where they want to go. And I would say that visual at practice last week maybe changed my personal viewpoint as to the A.J. Brown trade in terms of is giving up a first-round pick maybe too much. And I think that so I shifted personally in my viewpoint after what I saw last week watching the receivers. And then after what I saw yesterday, just in terms of his presence, I want to tell you guys, I watched A.J. Brown walk up the back hill to the practice field. He was one of the last players to get on the field. And he walked past the defensive lineman. And I watched the defensive lineman literally stop what they were doing. And almost all of them looked over to where A.J. Brown was. And I thought to myself, there's not too many players whose presence could make his teammates stop what they were doing and note his presence like A.J. Brown. So I think that to me just were a few things that I've seen over the last week that have maybe altered my own viewpoint on the whole thing.
Okay, but still an overpay just in terms of like the basic economics of it, because it sounds like you've convinced yourself otherwise.
So I think, is it an overpay? Like, what does that mean, Hardy? I think they're like, is it?
I don't know. You said
to me, okay. You maybe had to pay a little bit more. To me, the other side of it is the underpay. What's the alternative if you don't? And I think, to me, the answer would be, let's say I'm coming on the show with you guys in week 8 of the season, and you're asking me, Drake May, in his 3rd year of his rookie deal, like, why didn't the Patriots put more around him? And that might be what we would be asking him. So I think ultimately that's the conversation.
Are they still building a program?
Does that make sense, Hardy?
I'm sorry. I thought you disappeared. It stopped.
I guess and you've talked about this and written about it and probably thought way more about it than I have, Mike. What I boil it down to is essentially what you just did. Did they need him? And you were there and you saw last week what the receiving corps looked like, and knowing that even last year with Stephon Diggs here as a de facto number 1, you still needed someone. And without Diggs here, now you absolutely need someone. So what do they want? Yep. A first-round pick? All right. For next year, I understand that even that would have given me like a little weird feeling in my stomach. Yeah. But the first rounder for 2 years from now, no, not an overpay because of how much you needed him. And now, based on just what you said, his mere presence alone seems to be having a positive impact on the team. So I say no. But just on how much you needed him, what's the value? It all depends on the team. There are certain teams that don't need that player, and yes, of course, it's a huge overpay for certain teams. Not for the Patriots. No, that's a good deal for them.
That's exactly the way that I feel, and I'm in the minority, I think, on this, because I actually thought that exchanging Stephon Diggs for Romeo Doubs, like, I still am questioning, like, do they think that alone was going to be like equal or better than what they had last year.
Well, obviously they didn't, or they don't.
Yeah.
We'll give
it was
credit
step
for that.
one to this.
Yes,
is what it was.
Yes, good.
Yeah.
Now I'll ask you the question I asked before. Are Mike Vrabel and Elliott Will still building a program, or is this signify a sea change in theory and the way they're running this thing?
So I think, John, the way that I view it, by all means, still building a program. I would go back to Vrabel gets hired last year, and I believe they viewed the roster as one that needed a lot more young talent that they could develop and extend. And I think by having that first round pick in 2028, this gives them 3 drafts with a first round pick and a lot of picks to build that foundation. And so, yeah, it's something to give up, right? A first rounder in 2028, but that's going to be now 3 years into their program. And then I think the other key part of this, John, is Drake on his rookie deal, Christian Gonzalez coming up on an extension. This is, I hate to use the term window, but this is the right time and window to go ahead and make a move like this.
Does this affect the Christian Gonzalez? You mentioned Christian Gonzalez. Does this affect his situation at all, in your opinion?
I don't know if it's like a direct effect, Fred, but it's an issue. And we're going to find out next week because we saw Mike Vrabel move the mandatory minicamp to next week. So we'll see if Christian Gonzalez shows up to that to get a feel of the context of how deep this decision that Gonzalez made to not be at the voluntary stuff goes.
Okay. Well, it's certainly that is the next domino to fall. We'll see how that Christian Gonzalez thing, that's something to keep an eye on next week. And again, I can't fault the Patriots for going all in a little bit on this year, as I've seen so many bad teams just keep acquiring picks, taking those picks, and even when they hit on those picks, just ending up flipping them in 3 years for more picks. And it just is a constant cycle of badness. So maybe if you make a Super Bowl, you got to make a little bit of a move. Mike Reiss, ESPN, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Have a
Mike.
great rest of the show.
All right, you
Thanks,
too. Thank you. I'll tell you what, we have the worst internet connection in the history of the United States. There's no way it's everyone else's fault.
He was outside. Maybe he was a little far from the Wi-Fi.
I don't know, because it seems like a lot of guests have their Wi-Fi screwing up.
We have trouble with phones, trouble with Zooms, trouble with Wi-Fi.
Not as much trouble with the phone as we do with the Wi-Fi. Be listening this morning, by the way, at 7:55 for a chance to score a pair of tickets to see Bill Burr for the first ever comedy event at Centerville Bank Stadium, home of Rhode Island FC, on June 12th. Tickets are available at Ticketmaster.com, courtesy of Grand Rising Curations. We will return in just a moment. It's never changed. It's never changed. It's the same thing over and over and over and over. It's just never good. It wasn't funny the first time.
Toucher and Hardy, mornings on the Sports Hub.
ESPN has got their Football Power Index 2026 projections. NFL Power Index. Would anyone care to guess the most likely Super Bowl matchup?
It's got to be Rams.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Oh. This is tough.
4.8%, 4.7% is the second. So then it's 2.6%. So there are two fairly solid favorites, and the Rams are in both of them.
Buffalo.
That is number one.
Good job, Jonathan.
Rams versus whom is number two. It's going to be tough. I don't know if you're going to get it. John's looking at something.
No, I'm not. My head is down because I'm thinking.
It's not Ravens.
It is the Ravens.
Oh, okay. Right.
The Patriots not in any of the top 10 matchups.
Yeah.
Seahawks, Bills 3, Rams, Chiefs 4, 49ers, Ravens 5, 49ers, Bills 6, Rams, Chargers 7, Seahawks, Ravens 8, Rams, Bengals 9, Lions, Ravens 10. So why are the Patriots so low? As we mentioned in the intro, the Patriots are the first team to reach the Super Bowl and be ranked outside the top 10 in the following preseason FPI rankings, but they were also fortunate to make the Super Bowl last season, which makes very much tied to their current ranking. So they are a long shot contender. this year in the FPI ratings. I don't know why they're even bothering to play the season. But they are the 14th most likely, the most powerful team in FPI.
Can you give me the top 5 again, please?
Rams, Bills, Ravens, Seahawks, 49ers. Those are the top 5 teams. The top 5 Super Bowl contenders, likely matchups in the Super Bowl are Rams, Bills, Rams, Ravens, Seahawks, Bills, Rams, Chiefs, 49ers, Ravens. So they love
Broncos?
the Ravens. No, I said Rams, Bills, Rams, Ravens, Seahawks, Bills, Rams, Chiefs, 49ers, Ravens.
Wow.
There is no Broncos. There is
That's
no
interesting.
That
Patriots.
is.
It's almost entirely Ravens or Bills, with the Chiefs, the Bengals, and the Chargers thrown in for good measure. And the NFC's almost entirely Rams, Seahawks, except for the 49ers and Lions thrown in. So I would imagine that they hit on these pretty much every year.
I'd be giving the Broncos a little bit more love if I were doing the calculations.
Yeah,
I think.
Well, they improved. You figure that they improved.
They got Waddle for the offense. You figure another year for Bo Nix.
Bo Nix being healthy, you would assume, in the AFC Championship game. So
they would have made the Super Bowl if he was healthy.
Well, I think some people would debate you on that, but I do agree that they probably would have won the AFC Championship game had they had a starting quarterback.
No.
What was that game, 10-7?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a feeling
I mean,
that maybe...
the snowstorm in the second half kind of mitigated things, but I think Nix finishes off a couple of those drives that Jared Stidham didn't before the weather came in.
I think that's not the most bold statement of all time. I tend to agree with you.
Yeah.
So,
Stiggy was balling on that first drive.
Oh, he was dancing around.
Yeah, he loved it.
Oh, he was loving it.
I'll tell you, though, the Ravens every year, everyone loves the Ravens. Now, the AFC North is obviously most likely going to be bad, even though people, think Burrow can come in and turn everything around for the Bengals. But that's a bad defense. Cleveland's not good. Pittsburgh's not good. So the Ravens should easily win that division, but there's a new coach, and who knows? Who knows about the health, obviously, at the quarterback position. And then the AFC West, the way that they have it laid out, maybe that's what they're using against the Broncos, is because they think the Chiefs are a Super Bowl contender along with the Chargers. So maybe that's what's making that happen.
It does seem foolish to, not have them in the mix, but there was so much going on with Mahomes last year, and I don't know I don't know enough about them to say how they've improved and how they're going to change things around, because their offense seemed to really stagnate.
I wonder if I assume all of that percentages took place before the A.J. Brown trade. I'm wondering if A.J. Brown was still an Eagle, whether or not that would matter in their percentages.
Yeah, because the best playoff odds in each conference, the Patriots are 61.1% chance of making the playoffs. The Bills are an 84.9% chance. And the Eagles, 60% chance of making the playoffs. The Rams with an 81% chance. They love the Bills, Ravens, and Rams.
Now, the Rams,
that's really who they love. The FPI.
The rumors yesterday were around Aaron Donald, who, believe it or not, is only 35. I thought he was older than that. And the rumor is now that Myles Garrett has returned and they're loading up for this season, he's thinking about unretiring.
Yeah, just what a boring story. It really is to me. What a just boring story. Okay, so he hasn't played football. He's he's only 35, but he's 35.
Yeah.
And he hasn't played football. I don't doubt that he could play in the NFL, and he certainly looks like he's in shape, and believe it or not, still strong, which is shocking that he didn't lose all his strength in 1 year. But, considering he's a freak, that's not shocking to me. But him coming back to play defensive tackle on a team that's already favored to win the Super Bowl isn't a big needle move for me. I mean, I guess if you're playing Madden, that's kind of cool. But in terms of the NFL, what do I care if Aaron Donald plays? How does that move the needle very much? It doesn't. It just seems like something to talk about, because
it's something to talk about that will end up being of no consequence.
Right. So they got Myles Garrett, who's, a first ballot Hall of Famer. Hey, they used to have a first ballot Hall of Famer on their team. What if he came back? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if, Elway came back and played quarterback for the Broncos? I mean, that would be neato. What if Brady came back? Well, they still do talk about that, so you can have fun. All right, very good. When we come back, I know. We have a contest when we come back.
You said Brady's throwing that ball in the flag football, and I was like, maybe he can still play.
Yeah, because I would have thought that he would lose the ability to throw. That would have been my first guess. It's like when Nolan Ryan comes out and throws hard, and they're like, "Woo!" He's like, "Well, yeah, he didn't forget how to throw. Been doing it his whole life." When we come back, we have science on the table. There is a fart monitor. We know where one is going, to Nicholas. Where will the second fart monitor go? There will be a fart draft coming up in just a moment.